Well, you know, my grandfather grew up on a farm, about 100 acres in rural Alabama, worked real hard, sent all six of his kids to college, and I was expected to do something in my life. I had an uncle who was a physician. I was kind of my role model, and it's the world's greatest profession. I can't imagine anything else better. I did my medical training at UAB in 1984, and I left and went to Vanderbilt for 2 years, which was a great experience. But my wife lives in Birmingham, my family's from Alabama, and we wanted to come back home. So an opportunity was here, and I joined one of my former professors in practice, Dr. O. Tim, and I've been here for 24 years. You know, there's a trust factor in medicine in the patient-physician relationship. Patients come to you, you're a professional, they expect you to do what's in their best interest, not what's easiest, not what's best for the doctor, but what's best for the patient. But part of that is that the patient has to follow through on the recommendations, or that relationship doesn't work. You know, the most difficult thing I've done in the last year is take care of a sick parent. And you just don't realize what patients and their family go through until you go through it yourself. You think you do, and you think you know what's important, but until you see it from the other side, you just have no idea. An employee at the hospital just showing a kind word, giving you directions outside the hospital. You know, I sat in the intensive care waiting room to speak to the doctor. Had to get there early so I wouldn't miss the doctor. Walked in the waiting room at 6 o'clock, and the veterans, the families that have been there for days and weeks, all sat on the far side of the room. And I sat on this side of the room where the coffee machine was and the telephone was. And they looked at me and just kind of smiled and kind of laughed a little bit. And I knew there was something wrong because I'm out here by myself and they're all over there. And the phone started ringing, you know, and you look around and somebody had to answer it. And I'm the closest one to the phone, so I answered it. And after about 12 phone calls in 15 minutes, I started to figure it out. I told them all as soon as I got back to Birmingham, I'm giving my receptionist a raise because she's got a hard job. You know, the greatest reward as a physician is that people treat you nice because they're going to need your help. And if you answer that call, you see them at Walmart 5 years later, they give you a hug. You may not remember them, but you know, that hug means everything in the world.